I'd say it's pretty special, so the hat comes out today.
For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Hello and welcome to another Funko Pop video. I know I haven't done many of these. I did do like a review of Darth Vader, which I made a very big announcement there. So if you want to, like, that's a life-changing thing. So if you want to go watch that video, go on, watch it. But let me just give you some context. So I usually get my Funko Pops from places like Toys R Us, the store called Game For You, and there is another one called BT Games. So essentially like game-related stores. But there is this one Game For You in this one mall that always gets these like exclusive, special Funko Pops, and it is just crazy the amount of things they get there that I don't see anywhere else. Like I will show you the collection later on, but the Chucky and Tiffany like half and half one I got there, didn't see it anywhere else. Michael Myers behind the hedge, nowhere else. And I think I got Jack Nicholson's Joker there, but that was in other Toys R Us's. However, today I went there looking for a horror Funko Pop because I tried organizing the collection by genre or anything, any sort of organization, but I just couldn't do it because, first of all, I have an array of different things, but I was missing one horror Funko Pop and I needed one. So I was like, you know what? I'll go there because they always have all the special things. Oh my god, I was like overstimulated with the amount of things that there were there. So I went to the store and I budgeted myself. I was like, I'm going to get 2 Funko Pops, okay? The first one is one that I never thought I'd get in a million years, and is something that I didn't even know existed until a couple days ago. And that is Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. I absolutely love this guy, and to be completely honest with you, he is my favorite character of the franchise. I think Anakin Skywalker is the only one that can compete with him. And yeah, man, I mean, I obviously got to watch the Star Wars franchise like from an unbiased perspective, because of course I only watched them all this year, and it's just funny how Palpatine is the final like villain at the end of every trilogy. Obviously the first trilogy, Return of the Jedi, that of course ended with Vader killing Palpatine. Prequel trilogy, of course, he turned Anakin evil, and then Rise of Skywalker, he just magically came back. Although I really loved him in the Rise of Skywalker, and to be completely honest with you, he is the best part of that movie, and I really, really loved him. And that's the version that this pop is based off of, which I'm completely fine with. Obviously, I love Palpatine in the Rise of Skywalker movie. The movie itself is garbage, but this version of Palpatine, the way that they shot him, like a horror villain, I absolutely loved it. It was so creepy and dark. My god. And this Funko Pop, I think, is absolutely awesome. Of course, he's shooting the lightning as well. So, yeah, Emperor Palpatine was my first choice. The second one I will get onto later. Now, next up is a character that I really love, and I have seen a few times, not that many, but I've seen a few times, and that is Nancy Wheeler from Stranger Things. Obviously, this is from the final battle of season 4, because as you can see, the glare is a bit of an issue, but you can see she is holding her shotgun, and on the back she does have like her Ghostbusters backpack. I absolutely love Nancy. I think she is fucking stunning, and not only that, her with a shotgun, oh my god, she's so hot with a shotgun. Bro, I absolutely love her. She honestly, apart from Vecna, she's probably my favorite character from Stranger Things. As far as the main cast goes, like, you know, from the humans, she's undoubtedly my favorite. She's just badass, you know. She doesn't take anyone's shit, and that's what I loved about her. And I guess, I mean, I already have Vecna from Stranger Things, but I was like, you know what, I need one protagonist. So, you know, gotta go with Nancy. So, yeah, that was that. And this next one is one that, again, much like Palpatine, never thought I'd get because it's a franchise that never interested me. But I watched both the films, and my god, were they amazing. I'm not going to say where they landed on my list. Obviously, at the end of the year, I'm going to do or it'll probably have to be like a 4-part thing of like ranking every movie I watched this year. Avatar was pretty high up, and obviously, I had to get Jake Sully. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. Not just the pop itself, but the box, I think, perfectly encapsulates what the film is actually like. Because the Avatar films, not only is the story brilliant, but they are some of the most stunning films you will ever see. And, you know, obviously, while I do wish I'd seen the second one in cinemas, it doesn't matter really because god damn it, these are stunning. So yeah, this is Jake Sully. They did not have Neytiri, unfortunately. I did not even know that the Neytiri one existed. But speaking of Neytiri, there is something that I wanted to show you, and I just dropped one of the pops. So this won't take much of the time. Obviously, this is a Funko video, but in case you don't know, I really like drawing, and I tried. That is Wolverine. I tried drawing Neytiri, so please let me know your thoughts on this. It's far from perfect. I think I definitely stuffed up the eyes and many other parts of this. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I did a decent enough job. I think I got the creepy expression of her down. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts on this and any way I can possibly improve it. Then, obviously, along with Palpatine, remember I said that I limited myself to 2. I got Palpatine and this one that has been in that store for so long. We're talking like almost a year. And that is Matt Murdock from Spider-Man No Way Home. I would not have gotten this if I did not watch the Daredevil show. I didn't watch it before No Way Home. So unfortunately in the cinema, I didn't really know anything about Daredevil other than that he was blind. But god damn, that show is fucking phenomenal. Every single season was brilliant. And obviously he did have this little cameo in No Way Home, excluding the deleted scene. But you can see that he does have his cane there, but more importantly, in his other hand, he has the brick. And I don't even know if you can read that, but they actually put on the brick, "We believe Mysterio." That is absolutely amazing. And the believe is even spelled incorrectly, like it is in the movie. The attention to detail on this is absolutely amazing. I love Matt Murdock. I think Daredevil is one of the best characters in live action Marvel. And yeah, I absolutely love him. So of course I had to get the pop of him as well. And the final one is one that I only learned existed a few days ago. And I saw it on Take-A-Lot, but I finally got to see them in real life. And that is the Jurassic Park 25th anniversary T-Rex. Obviously, this is Rexy from Jurassic Park. Now, I do have some questions, and that is, this is the 25th anniversary. That was 2019. So, why did it only come here now? I don't really understand that. Maybe my brain is just not comprehending, but as far as I know, Jurassic Park is 30 years old, so I don't really understand why these only got sent here now. But yeah, you can just feel how heavy this is compared to the other ones. Palpatine is really heavy, but Rexy is absolutely fantastic. The other ones that they had there were some of the dinosaurs. They didn't have the humans, unfortunately. Otherwise, I definitely would have gotten Alan. But they had Rexy, they had the big one. I mean, they just call it Velociraptor, but really we know it's the big one. They have Dilophosaurus, and they had a blue. Interestingly, they had blue, but I didn't get blue because, of course, I have the blue and beta one that I got in that store in Amsterdam. I really need to learn what that place is called. But yeah, so I guess ultimately the question is, and I know that you're asking it, is I originally said that I was limiting myself to 2. How on earth did I end up getting 5? So, essentially, what happened? Actually, I should probably go to this side. There we go. Essentially, what happened was I got the 2, and of course, I literally sat there. Well, I stood there for like 10, 15 minutes just trying to pick out 2 Funko Pops because obviously there were so many that I really, really wanted. But of course, again, I had to budget myself, and I got 2. And I went to my mom because afterwards I was like, Mom, it was ridiculous. There's so many there. And she didn't know they had the Jurassic Park ones. My mom loves Jurassic Park. So I went and saw it and I was like, you have to go to Game Feed. You have to. You have to see the amount of stuff they have. So ultimately, I took her, and the lady that helped me, she actually told me, she was like, when I was buying them, she was saying, it's like an addiction. She spent like 2,000 Rand this month on Funko Pops, which I will put that in dollars on the screen now if I remember. But yeah, so it's obviously like an addiction. And as soon as I took my mom into the store, she just started laughing. She was like, "Oh, you're back." So that is ultimately what happened. And my mom was like, "Okay, that is a lot of stuff, and we only go to that mall like every 3 months or so." So she was like, "You can pick 2 more." So I picked Nancy. No. I picked Rexy and Jake Sully. And my mom was like, "You just watched Avatar. Why are you getting the Funko Pop now?" So like, okay, fine. Obviously, I was really upset because I really wanted Jake Sully. So ultimately, I took Nancy, and mom was like, "Okay, fine, just take Jake something." So obviously, I was super happy, and that is how I ended up with 5 bloody Funko Pops from today. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue, as you can see. Please send help. But now, on to the interesting part, and that is putting it in the collection. Okay, I just sat on my wallet. Ow. So, this is my current collection. This is 28. And obviously, well, I mean, minus this dude and the blue that's downstairs. But, so there's 26 here. And as you can see, I've tried organizing them. The bottom row is just Spider-Man. That is literally all Spider-Man. The next row are like the big hitty, oh my god, the big Marvel characters, and I don't actually, you know what? This was just meant to be like General Marvel, which is why Rocket and Korg are there. Then the next row was obviously meant to be horror, so we have Freddy, Vecna, Michael, Pennywise, Chuck, and Tiffany. But I needed one more, so Megatron was just there. I didn't have enough to make a Star Wars row or to begin one, so this is like the miscellaneous row of just other things, you know, Doctor Strange, Batman, Joker, and of course I had to put Deadpool and Wolverine next to each other. But now the question is, where do the new boys slot in? If I'm being completely honest, right, from the characters here, I think I'm going to remove Korg and Rocket and put them up there and put Doctor Strange and Daredevil in this row. Then, most importantly, the horror row. What is going to go there? I mean, out of these 4, if I'm being completely honest with you, I genuinely think that Rexy should be under horror. I would love to put Nancy, but the thing is, she is like, I don't know, man. She falls under horror, but she's not an antagonist. Rexy at least was an antagonist at first, or at least seemed like one. I think that Jake Sully is definitely going to have to go in the miscellaneous row, and the Star Wars row can finally begin. So ultimately, this is what the collection looked like before And this is what it looks like now. There is definitely going to need to be some adjusting here because this is getting ridiculous. Okay, so the bottom row has remained unchanged. Obviously, we still have all of the Spider-Man, Toby, Andrew, Tom, Miles, Miguel, and the Oscorp suit. Second row, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, obviously the big three. We have a Loki, we have Doctor Strange, and Daredevil. Obviously, to be honest with you, putting Doctor Strange in the miscellaneous row as opposed to the Marvel row is pretty stupid of me. Horror, we have Freddy Krueger, Vecna, Michael Myers, Pennywise, Chucky and Tiffany, and Rexy. The miscellaneous row, we have Jake Sully, Megatron, Vecna, Jack Nicholson's Joker, Deadpool, and Wolverine. The beginning of the Star Wars row, we have Darth Vader, Palpatine, the Child, and Darth Maul. And then obviously, these three are just kind of by themselves. Honestly, if I want a Stranger Things row, that is entirely possible. If I go back to that store that I was talking about, then I could get the Blacklight Eddie, I can get Robin, 11, but yeah, man, I need to fix this.
Sorry I sound like this. I'm lying in bed as of editing this. But I do just have one question, please. What's the point of the Blacklight Funko Pops? Because I see they're all like multicolored and stuff. And it says Blacklight. So I assume you shine a black light on them. But then what do they actually do? Do they just glow or what? Can someone please answer that for me?
Obviously, you can see here that basically what I use are Transformers boxes, but this is not working because obviously I only have 2 of these boxes and this one is higher than the others. But not only that, not only is my OCD fucking dying with that, but it is getting way too high. So much so that I'm actually scared that, first of all, they might fall, but secondly, that it could be putting too much pressure on the ones at the bottom. I honestly might have to try and get rid of these 2 Lego sets, and not get rid of as in throw them away, but like I might have to put them in a box or something because I really need to fix this. It is a genuine problem. My mum described Funko collectors as a cult, and to be completely honest with you, I sort of kind of agree with her. It is an addiction that cannot be stopped. I have seen people collect things or collect so many Funkos that they decided to sell them and they were actually able to buy a house. I am not joking. That's true. And this is obviously it is nothing compared to other people's, but this for me is absolutely crazy, especially considering 1 year ago I only had these 4. Toby, Andrew, Tom, and Miles were the only ones I had. And now here we are at the end of June. Actually, wait a minute. I just realized that this recording was on the 1st of July. So, happy July? That's insane, man. It is now the 1st of July. And look at all of those Funkos. Jeez. Of course, we can't forget the MVP, the Frog of Thunder. But yeah, please let me know your guys' thoughts on the Funkos that I collected today. And not only that, just let me know your thoughts on my collection in general. It's not very well organized. Please forgive me for that. But yeah, I really need to try and just figure out how I can extend this just a little bit because they will fall eventually. I absolutely love these things with all my heart. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and join the dark side. Strike me down with all your hatred. I'm sorry. Goodbye.